Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the Mythic Legion's Poxxus wave, Kalizirr. So this is a Jin, or a genie. But yeah, I gotta say this new scale is really working for me. It's one of those things I'm super excited about. So I'm trying to review the ones I'm like super duper excited because they're fairly new to me, as where, you know, a lot of it is part swapping or parts reusage. With the new scale, we get to add something that's a little different. And on him, although everything seems pretty similar, outside of these bands, I believe a lot of these parts are pretty much brand new. So we have a new necklace, we have this new waist part, we have very beautiful new soft goods. So the foot gauntlet and what's going to be our wrist gauntlets is probably the same, but everything else is really, really new. And I love every part of it. It's one of those things where this new sculpt and this new look are pretty much fantastic. I don't know what else to say about it outside of just how cool it is, because we have a spellcasting Jin. I'm not sure if he's free. I gotta double check the story, but there was a lot going on when this wave went up for order. So I was very fortunate that both Nelson and Steph Detour Customs helped me out with getting some of these. As you can see here, our head sculpt is probably one of my most favorite things about this. Look how beautiful this is. That coupled with the really beautiful paint apps are really what's working for me. We have a ponytail that can swing around. I'm probably going to use that as a really cool accessory for posing, right? Definitely put emphasis on the character and emotion. We have our opened hands. We have our general Mythic Legion's physiology. So that means our articulation is just about the same, using that 1.0 scale body. So these brute scales use 1.0 style articulation, where we have our single joints, we have our bicep swivel, we have our forearm swivel that changes at 90 degrees, we have our gauntlet swivel. These hand pegs work on a horizontal peg. We can rotate around, as you can see here. You'll probably lose a little bit going forward because this will be in the way, so be careful of that. We have these beautiful soft goods that line throughout the figure, and because they're wired, you can actually evoke some emotion out of it to make it look really cool. Same with our skirt here. Our front skirt is wired as well. So that means if you want to do, let's try to do a pose where it kind of folds into him with his feet folded. Well, not feet, but our legs folded, native style. So there we go. Ooh, this is actually, so this joint is actually very tight. And even though I heated it up, I'm going to try to be very careful. But if I break it, that's on me, because I should have stopped to heat it up some more. But as you can see, we can kind of push these out. We can push these arms down, right? And even though this is not a full crouching stance, this is pretty cool that I can do this right here with you on camera, right? To make it look pretty cool. And this is the kind of stuff that I enjoy doing. And this is like how I'm gonna make this work. So here's probably a preliminary idea for a shot you'll probably see later in the video. And this is one of those things that I really kind of care for. As you can see, we can kind of mount it up to him probably raising his power level like Goku. But yes, this is something I really look forward to. We can actually tuck the head back a little bit, and here we are. Now, as far as accessories, I feel like we get an appropriate, not, oh, there we are, we've fallen. Let me actually make sure his feet are flat. I apologize for not posing. I was a little too excited. Should have posed fully and waited it out. There we go. And now you should work. One of the things I'm truly excited about is that I feel like he doesn't have a lot of accessories, but I feel like it's the appropriate accessories. I don't know if that makes sense to some people, but one of the things he comes with, and this is probably one of my favorite things, is that we will get the lamp. This is an excellent prop, and I feel like if anybody's going to use this going forward, it makes the figure immediately worth it. What Jin is, you know, going to be a homeless Jin as far as I'm concerned. So we have the lamp. We will get hands for holding items. And that's very important when you see his sword, because look at this beautiful, gigantic scimitar. It looks like he's forged from a demon's head as far as our hilt. This is a beautiful sword. Even as you like put it down next to him, you can see him crouching. It's probably as tall as an SH Figuarts. So let's put Kuga in there. Yes, it's actually bigger than an SH figure art. So that says a lot right there. So you have this beautiful large sword. And then we will get also 2 Gen smoke effects. One short that you can actually extend out a little bit, and one longer one. So you can use these as hand effects, smoke effects, foot magic effects, whatever one you're gonna do it for, it's here for it. Who knows what you're for? I know, honestly, I was tempted to do this, and I'm gonna try it out right now. There's no real port part, but I'm pretty sure it'd be cool if you were able to just do like Gen smoke coming out the lamp, like the lamp. So that would be dope. But there's no real port part, so unfortunately. But yeah, with that being said, I'm excited for the look and the feel of this figure. I am sure that people out here are already doing amazing photos, as I was not first to have these guys. And I know for a fact all my favorite like Mythic Legions guys are doing reviews. I know Dorklair did his already. So if you haven't already, please check that out. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to jump into size comparisons, and I found my Atticus Doom this time. So we can now put Doom in there. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump into it. Gonna pose him up. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun with this guy. Right? And I will see you guys in a bit. So now we jump into the size comparison, and first thing we're going to do is use a couple of the spellcasters that we have, that we used from our previous video. So one of those new ones is on our 2.0 bodies. So here we are, our smaller humans next to our new brute scale. Here we are with a goblin, right? And as you can see, spellcaster-wise, I feel like we have a nice different size cap. A little bit bigger, but still feels like he fits within the line with them. Next up, my main man, Valiant Knight. Always making appearances on that 1.0 style body. As you can see, he's still smaller, but it works out really, really well. Now, next up, here's, important magic user, a couple of them actually. Here we are with Atticus Doom from Mezco. Let's fix that foot. Let's take you away. Then we'll jump in with the Mezco Doctor Strange. I feel like these are very important things for a sorcerer to have other sorcerers to hang out with, meet up with. Sorcerer's Link, right? So here we are with our different sizes. I feel like this really works. Let's take these guys away. Then, just in case you want to compare it to some other stuff that's closer to domestics, here we are with a Mafex Doctor Strange. Right? Then we will do some domestic stuff. Here is a Valorverse Republic Guard. Right? So as you can see here, he's still bigger than them, but it doesn't feel oversized, and I like that. Next up, we have a G.I. Joe Wolf Spider. Ooh. I gotta get a new table so bad. Last but not least, my main man, Kuga, Rising Dragon form. Ooh, don't fall there, buddy. So as you can see, SHF is probably gonna be the smallest, whereas most domestics even out at about towards the chest or shoulder region, like that. Oh, bonus, as usual, my main man, Ichigo. He's using on a Gomez body, but we always got to make an appearance from the boy. And I forgot to mention, here we are with a Zazazar. This is that ogre scale. So as you can see, here's a normal 6-7 inch line. Here's our brute, 7-8 inches, right? Then we have our ogre scale. So you can just see just how much bigger they are. Let's take these guys away. Oh, and just like in my last video, do the Shaman Predator, so you can see what an 8-inch Predator is, because they call it a 7-inch line, but these guys are actually closer to 8 inches, so you can see the difference. But yeah, it's been a fun time getting with this this new Poxxus wave. I'm gonna try to definitely get my hands on all of them. It's been really, really fun. Shout out to Nelson, shout out to Steph. It means a lot. And like I said in my other videos, I know there's a lot going on for everyone, not myself included. I'm definitely a part of those going through it right now. But with all of that going on, I want to tell everybody, I hope things work out well for you. I hope everything is going to end up well. And it takes a lot of perseverance and it takes a lot of hard work. It just does not happen out of the blue. But when you get past it, you will look at it as if it was just another little thing. So when you're in the moment, I know it's harder to look at. So I hope and wish for the best for you guys. So as always, please be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.